F the Mayans continues as the clouds roll through. We got a little bit of a moon out tonight. I may hate a lot of things these days, but nothing like a good moon. That was one of my New Year's resolutions. Shoot a moon at the moon. And coming through the darkness, another man that has not wrestled since Total Eclipse 2011. Believe it or not, he's undefeated. He went 1-0 with his win as a part of a team devised by Bejesus, brought together, teaming up with Sinister to Soul Survive. Getting a little bit of a heat.
Respects Reginald.
Dimitri letting his voice be heard. Reginald Buxely III, for the first time in over a year, coming to the... Still a little confused. This isn't the House of Hybrid exactly. But we saw Reginald Buxely III earlier on tell Matt Malenko, the first newcomer to HWA, the show... oh, screw it. I had a thought and then I lost it. But we saw Reginald Buxely earlier interact with Matt Malenko. Is this the Civil War? Where's Zeb Coulter? I'm confused. Anyways,
What do we got going on here?
what are you doing?
Random.
It's like, you could barely see him walking through the dark, but he brings
I'm coming! It's mine!
a fresh light. Anywhere he goes, Mike Houston, the winner of the 2012
I came to hold your cord.
Rapture Rump. Well, thank you very much. Quite frankly, you should know by now my opinion of all of you faceless rascals. Yes, Christ. Apparently the wire is stuck. Jake Paparella back in the thick of things as a referee. And I guess we're going to be sticking around. Guy with a bell, you can't even see him through the light. But, Mike Houston and Reginald Buxely. Uh-oh. Oh! Slaps! 2 slaps delivered, 1 tip from each.
I know you don't care for me, but to be exact, they've never fought each other in HWA, but they got a hell of a history in other places.
Technically, I would know it was, I would know for sure that Reginald Buxely and Mike Houston obviously haven't faced each other. Reginald's opponents in the one match that he did win, his debut, a long time ago, it was the Familia, the Diz, and Nicky Thump. I think the man was involved in there somewhere. I'm not quite. Wait a minute. Oh.
That was a very textbook double axe handle from the inside of to the outside.
If my brain's not working, it's because we've been gone far too long. And I wish I was still gone. Oh, God, Reginald Buxely.
Wow, he just kind of tossed him in the ring there.
Throwing Houston. I'm getting some more notes handed to me. Just a second. Let me flip to the pages here. Apparently it's about Reginald. We're seeing a DDT. Can't do everything at once. Cover. Apologies for the shoddy camera work, but that's what you get when you mess with these people for a long time. Reginald Buxely III. All right, let me see here. Apparently this guy's 24 years old. We saw him with a wad of cash in his hand. He's a man that studied at Harvard Business School, Obama's university, Obama's alma mater, as he calls it.
Oh, so he's a smarty pants.
Yeah, but he's Republican, and that's something I can't respect.
I may not be the brightest guy in the world, but
this guy looks like this guy's living proof. Oh wait, we'll just call the action here for a little bit. Oh God, Houston throwing his face down, nice DDT there.
1, 2.
Covered by Jake, the Taser Man Paparella, a 2 count.
I forgot all about the taser.
Yeah.
Idiot.
Yeah. Well, nobody at home knows about the taser, but certainly if I'm continuing to spout truth, you'll certainly know about this at home.
Reginald's over there getting the crap kicked out of him so badly, money is starting to fall out of his pocket.
Oh. He was to try to go for maybe we have the problem. And Reginald connected with a boot right to the face, only a 2 count there.
Looks like Houston is the one that had the problem.
And Reginald taking his time to tie his boots. Good Lord. His sneakers. His classy shoes. His phony Air Jordans. A suplex that time.
That was a pretty decent stall there for a guy of his build.
As I wanted to. What the? Did he just fast count?
2.
That's a 2 count, yeah, but...
The middle.
Good.
Right down the middle.
That was a little bit suspicious for my liking.
We don't agree much, but I think we both agree on
This
that.
guy already has a better math skills than Jimmy Jack.
Once again, I agree with
Paparella. Only one match in HWA, that was Backyard Domination of 2011. We're in 2013, and Backyard Domination is the next show coming up on the weekend of WrestleMania, the day before WrestleMania, April the 6th.
What do you say?
Special time of 4:30 p.m. if you plan on showing up to this place. I mean, there's a lot of room and all, but there's no chairs.
And right here we got Classic Houston. He's working that arm, and we all know what he's setting up for here.
Technical Houston. And Buxely, I guess going for an arm wrench of his own.
It's kind of a modified key lock submission here.
Teach that key lock to kilo. But as I wanted to say earlier about Reginald Buxely, he may be Republican, but of course Republicans are the worst of the litter in this country. The people on Wall Street, all those corporate tycoons. If you ask me, Reginald Buxely, he's living proof why some women don't want their abortion funding cut.
You're just on fire today, Skeeter.
Yeah,
I can
there's
tell
a blood
that
fire.
I can tell that you're still a little salty from the bumpies.
I'm not salty, I'm peppery.
Whatever floats your boat.
Add some paprika with that. I'm flipping hungry and it's like 25 below zero. How can Houston even wrestle in this? He's gonna get hypothermia.
Right?
But does he care?
No.
I highly doubt it.
Still working that arm.
And another one of the few wrestlers that HWA can truly respect. I think we all can respect Mike Houston, a pioneer, one of the first 2 men to wrestle in the first. What God!
Kyle Cash is joining you guys on the announce table. If you don't mind.
Now Kyle
What do you
Cash.
call this? Commentating station?
The revolving door lounge. These bozos
whatever.
call it the commentating station.
Okay, whatever, you losers.
Commentation.
Hey now.
Hey, Joe,
Psycho
you want to go
Joe.
grab me a hot dog and a thing of nachos?
Yeah, I can do that.
Hey,
No problem.
don't learn
Anything
about the
for the
nachos.
future champ.
Don't learn about the nachos.
Of course. I mean, I totally respect you, Cash. You have a lot going for you. I'm just surprised you haven't cashed it in yet. You should have already been champion.
That's what everyone's telling me, but like I said, I will seize a moment when the time comes.
I'm not sure what the guidelines are now because we had our season canceled about 6 months ago. But Kyle Cash, you have, hopefully, until BYD 2, which is in 2 weeks, to cash that that Golden Opportunity briefcase in. That is the stipulation being you winning the Golden Gauntlet grants you a title shot whenever you cash that thing in, but you only have a certain amount of time. That's handled by Buxely of Houston. You only have a certain amount of time to get your title shot, or you have to forfeit the belt.
He has a point there.
BYD's coming up.
2 weeks from now, April 6th.
If Jimmy Jack shows up,
Jimmy Jack not
if the time
here.
is right,
Yeah.
we'll see.
For whatever reason,
You're
Jimmy
gonna have
Jack
to wait
not
and find
here.
out.
Mike Houston, your
With that
brother.
elbow drop.
Mike
Very
Houston,
nice.
your brother, winning the Rapture Rumble. He has the #1 contendership in the bag already.
Of course, Houston, everyone's favorite.
But of course, you will.
Didn't I already prove
Cash-
I was better than Houston?
You did prove it, I'll admit, last year. What a bulldog. You proved it last year. It was a very rock solid, perhaps the best match I've seen, one of the best matches I've seen in my life, and you were victorious. It took a chair shot and knocking the referee down in the process, but you did, of course, beat Mike Houston.
Now,
We're gonna
if
look
I
up a
may,
circle.
I don't mean to cut you guys short, but Cash, all through that feud between you and Houston, I disagree with the rest of HWA. I think Houston's a good wrestler, don't get me wrong, but you're the superstar for a reason. You should have beat him fair and square more than just once. What do you say, Houston? He did. He pulled cheap shots to make you say I quit and all these other things. You know, I don't even think that really happened. But you know,
I appreciate that, Joe. And let me tell you a story. Me and Houston grew up together out on the old farm.
Come on, Houston, get back in.
Dad worked the machines. Mom was a stay-at-home.
Oh, a kick!
Mom was a stay-at-home.
Right in your front seat.
Right in your living room, Joe. A living room without a couch. Right in front of Zeus, might I add. There's the neighbor's guard dog.
Don't cut me off when I'm talking, Junior.
I wasn't cutting you off.
Anyway,
We almost got bumped into.
me and Houston, we trained together, wrestled each other as kids all the time. He's always had that cocky, arrogant attitude.
Nice clothesline there by
He's
Houston.
always thought he was better than me.
Another clothesline there by Houston.
Oh, and by the way, that big freak who attacked me, yeah, I got your number. If you're listening to this, whoever in the hell you are, the future champ has got your number.
I wouldn't, budge against him. He
Trying
took
to
out.
power bomb the superstar.
He took out
What the
Boomer.
hell
He
is
took out
thinking?
Joker. This could be Walls of Houston on the Reginald Buxely. And no,
He
what?
tried. Oh,
He
wait,
pushed
what's going on? What's going on here?
He pushed the knee out of the back. That's what he was doing.
Give it up.
Getting that momentum, and now he's got the Walls of Houston cinched. Slowly trying to crawl. A little bit tough to see in the dark, but there he's got it.
Break it. Break the wall.
He has both arms. He's got very long arms. Houston breaking the Walls of Houston off as Buxely gets the edge.
Now, Cash, I have to ask. When you win the HWA championship.
Look at you sucking up already.
No, I'm not sucking up. I'm just calling it
Listen,
like I see
got
it.
Joe laid last night. He was at the hotel partying with me, Skeeter. Where in the hell were you?
Where did you get a limo? That's what I'm wondering.
Oh, you know me.
I kind of respect you. I mean,
get the great things in life.
you kicked me in the face. I kind of respect you, but where in the heck did you get a limo? Wait, what the hell? Reginald doing bird calls. And now, going to lock up in a Bob Backlund specialty, the crossface chicken wing.
Oh, and he put a leg scissor on
He's got Houston hooked. Bob Backlund revolutionized that crossface chicken wing.
But I might as well tap. He might as well just quit and retire.
All Houston could say is, I quit. Is he trying to roll up? Wait, did he get a pin?
So, Cash, when you win that title, when you win the HWA championship, I'm guessing you're going to do it before Houston gets a chance to cash in his #1 contendership. Is there a possibility, even if he does cash in the #1 contendership before you win, is there a possibility that there could be a match, Mike Houston versus Kyle Cash for the HWA championship? Now, wouldn't that be a headline?
It would be a headline.
And
you know what else would be a headline? Kyle Cash defeats Mike Houston again at BYD. That would be the headline of the week right there.
A spear! Taking both men out!
Wouldn't that just be the icing on the cake for your career if you could beat your brother in an HWA championship match?
It would be.
3.
Big Paparella starting to count. He gets to 3. Mike Houston with a nice spear to the outside. There are no ropes in HWA's base, at least for the moment.
Houston trying to get the upper hand here.
As usual, sucking up to these pissant fans.
Mike Houston, he was a bad.
Losers sitting around the fire don't know what the hell they're doing.
They're getting their warmth. You got to admit, it is cold. Mike Houston pulling a DX chant, and now wait a minute, what? Now Triple H is getting ripped off. Hope he's watching.
1, 2.
And what the hell? A 2 count. It was a fast count, but that was a 2 count. Reginald Buxely kicking out his first one-on-one competition against the man to go to BYD, and now, this could be the arm breaker. The arm locked well back.
Let me tell you, that didn't hurt one bit.
I don't think it hurts that bad.
Now, at Total Eclipse, when I said I quit, I had a chair dropped on my head. He had the freaking chair locked in my arm.
Cover here by Houston. Or Buxely, two
I
count.
mean, I didn't know what happened, but let me just tell you, I didn't quit. It didn't
You
happen.
said I
It
quit.
doesn't exist.
The audio exists, of course. You also said to genocide. Don't give me revisionist history. Of course, you can give it to Joe. He believes anything.
Not anything.
Houston trying to go for we have a problem. No. And now Buxely has
Come on, Reggie.
Houston on his shoulder. Oh! We saw this move at least once before. Cover here. Well, that's it.
Are you kidding? Did he
course.
just beat Mike Houston?
A
Of
clean,
course he did.
a clean victory. I would say that's
Wow.
a major upset. Reginald Buxely III putting his money where his mouth is, and his actions speak even louder. Victory for Reginald Buxely.
From the sound of it, Cash, you expected this.
And he's going to the back. And Mike Houston.
Excuse me one moment, gentlemen.
Whoa, there's Cash. Oh! He went from behind us, and now he's taking apart Houston. Right
You got
after the
your-
match.
You got your golden opportunity winner and your number one contender for the HWA championship. They're fighting each other in the ring right now.
Kyle Cash owns a couple of pinfalls over Houston. And perhaps this for consolation. The Diamond Cutter to the man who may be HWA champion himself. Come BYD.
Mike, you know damn well I've always been better than you. I'm the next HWA champion, and you're not.
Oh, and a super kick.
Right to the mouth.
Talk about the taste of money.
You know what that feels like, don't you? Is this
Jakes holding up Kyle Cash's arms.
a future image that we could see, except with a belt over Cash's
Will
shoulder?
we find out at BYD? Jimmy Jack not here. Kyle Cash, the superstar, making a star once again. Wait a minute.
What the hell?
What?
What is this, beat up Houston day?
And now Jake Paparella picking apart Mike Houston.
Sorry, bud.
Why is everybody beating up Houston?
He's a loose cannon, though. We can't argue with Jake's, mentality. He calls himself a loose cannon, but
Did you see what I did there?
just uncalled for.
Did you see that?
Maybe we
That's
weren't
a real
crazy.
match.
Maybe those
That's how you win in
counts
HWA.
were fast.
All this time,
Oh, wait a second. Did you see that? Buxley paid him off.
what?
Once you can do that, you can start talking about how great you are.
Matt
Go
Malenko.
off your legacy. Show it.
Matt Malenko is being at ringside all this time.
Oh, whoa.
Now he's gonna come right
Whoa.
back. That's Buxley.
What is this chaos?
This is incredible. Matt Malenko. What's he gonna do?
Oh!
In one fell swoop, he just picked up Buxley. Unbelievable.
We've got
Houston getting beat up by Cash and Paparella. Matt Malenko now the newcomer going up with Reginald Buxley and hooking him up in the cloverleaf. Dean Malenko would be proud of his nephew, right? An uncle nephew.
lived off my legacy?
His relative Matt Malenko making a statement for himself and raising the hand of one Mike Houston. And I guess we got respect being served to both men. Matt Malenko getting a thanks.
I'm not quite sure what
And
happened.
trust me when I tell you, payback's gonna be a bitch.
Whoa,
I'm not quite sure what happened at the end there. They
I just got man love from Houston. Mike Houston's going to BYD. I think Matt Malenko wants to give himself an invitation into Reginald Buxley's mansion. He's hurting.
Wasn't that pretty cool?
I gotta admit I was impressed. Reginald Buxley still, the record books will show a victory over Mike Houston.
That is correct.
But Matt Malenko, I think, is the ultimate winner here. Next time, get out of my way of the shot. Reginald Buxley not feeling like a winner. Teddy to his back, and speaking of backs, we'll be back.